ambient music for this special police message. Hello and welcome to the final showing of the Blackfriars production of The Real Inspector Hound and the Receptionist. Two of the best plays to have ever hit the black box in a long time. Out of respect for the actors, please turn off any and all mobile devices. As a friendly reminder, there is also live gunfire during the show. Now, are you sitting comfortably?
Yes.
Excellent! Now, please prepare for the exciting, dramatic, and comedic spectacle of our first show, The Real Inspector Hound! That is the end of this message.
The lads have had a meeting in the bar and decided it's first-class family entertainment, but if it goes on beyond 10:30, it's self-indulgent. Pass it on. Don't mind if I join you. I'm on my own tonight.
Hello, Birdboot.
Where's Higgs?
I'm standing in.
Where's Higgs?
Every time. It is as if we only existed one at a time, combining to achieve continuity. I keep space warm for Higgs. My presence defines his absence confirms my presence, his presence precludes mine. When Higgs and I walk down the aisle together to claim our common seat, the oceans will fall into the sky and the trees will hang with fishes.
What?
The mere sight of me with a complimentary ticket is enough. The streets are impassable tonight, the countryside is rising, and the cry goes out from hill to hill, where is Higgs? Perhaps he's dead, at last, or trapped in a lift somewhere, or succumbed to amnesia wandering the land with his trouser cuffs stuffed with ticket stubs.
Where's Higgs? Yes, well, I didn't bring Myrtle tonight. Not exactly her cup of tea, I thought, tonight.
Over her head, you mean?
No, it's not that. Just that it's a bit of a thriller, isn't it?
Is it?
You know, a who kills thing, no one will leave the room, that sort of thing.
I suppose so. Underneath.
Underneath? It's a whodunit, man. Look at it. Has it started yet?
Yes.
Oh.
it's a pause.
Pause. You can't start with a pause. If you want my opinion, there's bloody panic back there. Where's Higgs then?
It will follow me to my grave and become my epitaph. Here lies Moon, the second string. Where's Higgs? Sometimes I dream of a revolution, a bloody coup d'etat by the second rank, troops of actors slaughtered by their understudies, magicians sawn in half by indefatigably smiling glamour girls, cricket teams wiped out by marauding bands of 12 men. I dream of champions chopped down by the rabbit-punching sparring partners, while eternal bridesmaids turn and rape the bridegrooms over the sausage rolls, and private parliamentary secretaries plant bombs in the minister's humber. Comedians die on provincial stages, robbed of their feats by mutually triumphant stooges, and march, an army of assistants and deputies, the second in command, the runners-up, the right-hand men, storming the palace gates, wherein the second son has already taken the throne, having committed regicide with a croquet mallet. Standings of the world, stand up! Sometimes I dream of pigs.
Have a chocolate.
What kind?
Black magic?
No thanks.
Well, I'll give you a tip then. Watch the girl.
What girl?
Oh, you won't know her. I'll give you a nudge.
You know her then, do you?
What's that supposed to mean?
I beg your pardon.
For God's sakes, Moon, what's the matter with you? You could do yourself some good spotting her the first time out. She's new. From the provinces, going straight to the top. I don't want to put any words in your mouth, but a few words from us and we could make her.
I suppose you've made dozens of them like that.
I'll have you know I'm a family man, devoted to my homely but good-natured wife. And if you're suggesting
I never
a man of my scrupulous morality,
I'm sorry.
falsely besmirched,
Is that her?
don't be absurd. We'll be soon dead with that old.
Mrs. Drudge, the hell.
Ugh.
We interrupt our program for a special police message. The search still goes on for the escaped madman who is on the run in Essex.
Essex?
County Police, led by Inspector Hound, have received the report that the madman has been seen around the desolate marshes of the Muldoon Manor. The man is wearing a darkish suit with a lighter shirt. He is of medium height, built and youngish. Anyone seeing a man answering to this description or acting suspiciously is advised to phone the nearest police station. That is the end of this message.
So that's what they say about me, is it?
What?
Oh, I know what goes on behind my back. Sniggers, slanders, hole and corner innuendo. What have you heard?
Nothing.
Tittle tattle. Tittle, my dear fellow, tattle. I take no notice of it. I can afford to ignore them. I'm a respectable married man.
Incidentally.
Water off a duck's back, I assure you.
Who was that lady I saw you with last night?
How dare you? How dare you? Don't you come here with your slimy insinuations. My wife, Myrtle, understands perfectly well the man of my critical standing is obliged occasionally to mingle with the world of the footlights, simply by way of keeping our fair with the latest.
I'm sorry.
To be pillified and bullied in such a way. Why, if this should reach the ears of my beloved Myrtle...
Can I have a chocolate?
What? Oh, yes. Yes, all right. No point in... Yes, good show. Which one do you fancy? Cherry, strawberry, coffee, cream, Turkish delight?
I'll have a mont lamar.
Sorry.
Gooseberry fondue. Pistachio fudge. Nectarine cluster. Hickory nut praline. Chateauneuf de Pape 55 cracknel.
Caramel.
It's all right.
That one. Thanks very much. Incidentally, old chap, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention... I mean, you know how these sort of things can get about.
What?
Well, the fact is, Myrtle simply doesn't like the theater.
By the way, congratulations, Birdboot.
What?
At the Theatre Royal, your entire review reproduced in neon.
Well, that old thing.
You've seen it, of course.
I was passing by.
I definitely intend to take a second look once it has settled down.
Incidentally, I do have a few colored snapshots. Don't know if you care to...
Please. Love to. Love to. Yes. Yes, lovely. Awfully sound. All I ever got was unforgettable on the posters for... what was it?
Oh, I know. Was that you? I thought it was Higgs.
Hello, the drawing room of Lady Muldoon's country residence one morning in early spring. Hello? The draw... Who? Whom do you wish to speak to? I'm afraid there is no one of that name here. This is all very mysterious, and I'm sure it's leading up to something. I hope nothing is amiss, for we, that is Lady Muldoon and her country residents, including Magnus, the wheelchair-ridden half-brother of Lord Muldoon, who 10 years ago went out for a walk and was never seen again. Should a stranger enter our midst, which I highly doubt, I will tell them you are here. Goodbye.
Ah, hello there. I hope you don't mind, the door was open, so I wandered in. I am Simon Gascoigne, a friend of Lady Muldoon, the lady of the house, having made her acquaintance through a mutual friend, Felicity Cunningham, shortly after moving into this neighborhood just the other day.
I'm Mrs. Drudge. I don't live in, but I pop in on my bicycle when the weather allows. To help in the running of the charming, though somewhat isolated Muldoon Manor. Judging by the time you did well to get here just before the high waters cut us off from all practical purposes of the outside world.
I took a shortcut over the cliffs and followed one of the old smugglers' paths through the treacherous swamps that lead to this strangely inaccessible house.
Yes, people have remarked in the topographical quirk that there are no roads leading from the house, but there are ways of getting to it, weather allowing.
Yes, well, I must say it's a lovely day so far.
Ah, but the cuckoo beard isn't bad, and there'll be fog before the sun hits Foster's Bridge.
I say, it's wonderful how you country people really know weather.
No weather what?
Yes, it does seem to be coming on a bit foggy.
The fog is very treacherous around here. It rolls off the sea like a deadly mantle of blind man's back.
Oh, yes, I've heard it said.
I've known whole weekends when the Muldoon Manor, as this lovely house is called, might as well have been floating on a pack of ice for what good it would have done phoning the police. It was on a weekend such as this that Lord Muldoon 10 years ago went out for a walk and his body was never found.
Oh, yes, indeed. Poor Cynthia.
His name was Albert.
Oh, yes, indeed. Poor Albert. But tell me, is Lady Muldoon about?
I believe she's playing tennis on the lawn with Felicity Cunningham.
Felicity Cunningham?
A mutual friend, I believe you said. A happy chance. I will tell them you are here.
I really can't stay, as a matter of fact. Please don't disturb them. Really should be off.
Oh, Lady Cynthia will be disappointed. It has been some time since we had fought from Platoon Bridge, and I don't play cards myself.
There is another guest, then.
Major Magnus, the wheelchair-ridden half-brother of Lord Muldoon, who showed up from Canada just the other day, completes the house party.
I think I must be waiting for Higgs to die.
What?
I'm afraid I will vanish when he does.
Hello?
I wonder if it's the same for Puckeridge.
Who?
Third string.
Your stand-in.
Does he wait for Higgs and I to write each other's obituary? Does he dream?
To whom do you wish to speak?
What's he like?
Bitter.
There is no one here by that name.
No, as a critic. What's Puckeridge like as a critic?
Ha! Nobody knows.
You must have got the wrong
There's
number.
always been me and Higgs.
Let's see. Simon Gascoigne. It's not him, of course.
What?
I said it's not him.
Who is it then?
My guess is Magnus.
In disguise.
What?
You think he's Magnus in disguise?
I don't think you're concentrating, Moon.
I thought you said...
You keep badgering on about Hicks and Puckeridge. What's the matter with you?
I wonder if they talk about me.
Here's another police message. Essex County Police are still searching in vain for the madman who is at large in the deadly marshes of the coastal region. Inspector Hound, who is masterminding the operation, is not available for comment, but is widely believed that he has a secret plan. Meanwhile, police and volunteers are combing the swamps with megaphones shouting, "Don't be a madman, give yourself up." That is the end of the police message.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I should think my name is seldom off Puckeridge's lips. It's
Yes,
sad.
yes.
I mean, it's no life at all. A stand-in. Higgs doesn't give a second thought about me. I can tell by the way he nods.
Jealousy, of course.
What?
The paranoid Drudge.
Nonsense! There's nothing personal in it. It is merely that it is not enough to wax at another's wane. To be
Quite
held in
mad.
reserve, on hand, on call, to step in or not at all. The substitute, the near offer, the temporary acting, for I am Moon. Continuous Moon. Moon in June, April, September, and no member of the human race keeps warm my bit of space. Yes, I can tell by the way he nods.
The answer lies out there in the swamps.
What?
The skeleton in the closet is coming home to roost.
Oh. Already in the opening stages, we note the classic impact of the catalytic figure. The outsider plunging through the center of an ordered world, setting up the disruptions, the shockwaves, which, if I am not mistaken, will strip these comfortable people, these crustaceans in the rock pool of society, strip them of their shells and leave them as the trembling, raw meat, which at heart is all of us. But there is more to it than that.
I agree. Keep your eye on Magnus.
I say, Birdboot.
That's the one.
You.
Ah, yes, hello again.
What are you doing here?
Well, no doubt you are surprised to see me.
Honestly, darling, you really are extraordinary.
Yes, well, here I am.
You must have been desperate to see me. I mean, I'm flattered, but can you wait till I got back?
Well, there is something you don't know.
What is it?
Well, about the things I said, it may be that I got carried away a little. We both did.
What are you trying to say?
I love another.
I see.
Oh, I didn't make any promises. I merely.
You don't have to say anymore.
Oh, I didn't want to hurt you.
Of all the nerve!
Well,
You coward!
Let me explain.
This is hardly the time and place. Do you think you could barge in anywhere, whatever I happen to be doing?
But I want you to know that my admiration for you was sincere. I don't want you to think I didn't mean those things I said.
I'll kill you for this, Gascon.
It was her.
I told you, straight to the top.
No.
Yes. What is it?
I have come to set up the card table, sir.
Yeah. Really don't think I can stay.
Oh, Lady Cynthia will be disappointed.
She knows I am here.
Oh, yes. I just told her you're here, and it put you in quite a tizzy.
Well, now that I suppose I've cleared the air a bit, quite a dizzy, you say? Really? Really?
Felicity, she's the one.
Nonsense, red herring.
No, I mean, it was her.
What was?
That lady I saw you with last night.
Are you suggesting that a man of my critical standing would trade his pen for a mess of pottage simply because in the course of my profession I happen to have struck up an acquaintance to have, that is, a warm regard, if you like, for a fellow toiler in the vineyard of grease paints? I find it simply intolerable to be pillow-eyed and villained in such a way.
I never implied.
To find myself the object of uninformed malice, the petty slanders of little men.
I'm sorry.
To suggest that my good opinion in a journal of unimpeachable integrity is at the disposal of first coquette who gives me what I want. A ladies' man, why Myrtle and I have been together now
Simon!
for Christ! Who's that?
Hey,
Cynthia!
Don't say anything for a moment, just hold me.
No, I mean, who is she? She's beautiful, a vision of eternal grace, a poem!
I think she's got her mouth open.
Can't come on a meeting like this.
Oh, but we have nothing to be ashamed
Oh,
of.
but darling, this is madness.
Yes, I am mad with love for you.
Please remember where we are.
Cynthia, I love you.
Don't. I love Albert.
He's dead. Don't you understand? Albert's dead.
No! I'll never give up hope. Let me go. We're not free.
Cynthia, we were meant for each other had we but met in time.
You're a cad, Simon. You will use me and cast me aside as you've cast aside so many others.
No, Cynthia, you can make me a better person.
You're ruthless, so strong, so cruel.
The son she never had, now portrayed in this handsome stranger, the youth, the vigor, the animal, the athlete, as Estes breaking down the barriers at the deepest level of desire.
By Jove, I think you're right! Her mouth is open!
Stop! Can't you see you're making a fool of yourself?
I'll kill anyone who comes between us.
Yes? What is it, Mrs. Drudge?
Should I close the window, my lady? The fog is beginning to roll off the sea like a deadly...
Yes, you'd better. Are the cards ready?
Yes, my lady.
Would you tell Miss Cunningham that we're waiting?
Yes, my lady.
And fetch the major down.
I believe I hear him coming down the stairs now.
Never had a chance. Went under the wheel.
Simon, are you all right?
I have witnesses.
Simon, say something!
I say I'm most frightfully sorry.
How long have you been a pedestrian?
Ever since I could walk.
Can you walk now? Thank God. Magnus, this is Simon Gascon.
What's he doing here?
He just turned up.
Really? How do you like it here?
I could stay forever.
So, you're still here.
Of course he's still here. We're going to play cards. There's no need to introduce the two of you as there, for I recall now that you, Simon, met me through Felicity, our mutual friend.
Yes, Simon is an old friend, though not as old as you, Cynthia, dear.
Yes, I haven't seen Felicity since,
Last night.
Indeed. Felicity, you deal. Simon, the sofa. Will you partner Magnus and Felicity against Simon and me?
Will Simon and you always be partnered against me, Cynthia?
What do you mean, Magnus?
Well, you're a damned attractive woman, Cynthia.
Please, please, remember Albert.
Oh, Albert's dead. I'm sure he would have wished that you and I...
No, Magnus, this is not to be.
Gascon isn't it? I'll kill him if he comes between us.
Simon?
Simon's going to get it.
Right. Who starts?
I do. No bid.
Did I hear you say you saw Felicity last night, Simon?
Did I? Yes. Yes, quite. Your turn, Felicity.
I've had my turn, haven't I, Simon? Now it seems it's Cynthia's turn.
That's my trick, Felicity, dear.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, Simon.
Yes, I've heard it said.
So I hope you have not been cheating, Simon.
No, Felicity, it's just that, I hold the cards.
Well done, Simon.
Strange how Simon appeared in the neighborhood from nowhere. We know so little about him.
It doesn't always, pay to show your hand.
Right. Simon, it's your opening in the minor bid. Let's see.
I hear there's a dangerous madman on the loose.
Simon?
Yes, sorry.
Yes. Personally, I think he's been hiding out on a deserted cottage on the cliffs.
Flush!
No, Simon, your luck's in tonight.
We shall see about that. The night is not over yet, Simon Gascon.
Excuse me.
So you're the, crippled half-brother of Lud Muldoon that turned up out of the blue from Canada just the other day, are you? It's, taken you a long time to get here. What did you do? Walk? I say I'm most, frightfully sorry.
Ever spin around the rose garden, Cynthia?
No, Magnus, I must talk to Simon.
My round, I think, Major.
You think so?
Yes, Major, I do.
There's an old Canadian proverb handed down from the Blackfoot Indians, which says, "He who laughs last, laughs last."
Yes, I've heard it said.
Simon!
Well, I think I'll go and oil my gun.
I think that Magnus suspects something. And Felicity, Simon, was there anything between you and Felicity?
No, Cynthia, it was a mere passing, fleeting thing we had, but now that I have found you...
If I find that you have been untrue to me, and if I find that you have falsely seduced for my dear husband, Albert, I will kill you, Simon Gascoigne.
Can't sit around the old Vic in his opera cloak and passes me the tact.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
It's not that I think I'm a better critic.
I feel my whole life changing.
But it's not that. It's not that they are
don't
the way
laugh at me, I
to
know.
step into. They are not.
Call
He is
me
standing in my
infatuated
life,
old
that is
fool.
all, in almost continuous eclipse,
Condemn
interrupted
me.
by the phenomenon of
Betrayer of my
and
class.
I dream of the day his temperature climbs,
Oh,
the
Merle,
of his
farewell.
of the spasm
I
of
only
his
lived
dreaming of
once.
the stair he'll never reach. Sometimes I dream I've killed him.
What?
What?
Well, shaping up quite nicely, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes, a promising debut. I'll put in a good word.
It would be as hypocritical of me to withhold praise on the grounds of personal feelings as to withhold censure.
You're right. Courageous.
I know what they'll say. There goes Birdboot, buttering up his latest.
Ignore them.
The fact is, I rise above that. I genuinely consider her performance to be one of the summits of contemporary theatre.
Trim-buttocked. That's the word for her.
The sadness, the inner radiance.
Does she actually come across with it?
The part as written is but a mere cipher, but she manages to make Cynthia come alive.
Cynthia?
And should she, as a result, care to meet me over a drink, simply by way of thanking me, as it were?
Well, you fickle old bastard.
Are you suggesting? Are you? A beautiful performance, a collector's piece.
Oh,
I'll
yes,
say so.
yes, a nice trichotomy of forces. One must reserve judgment, of course, until the confrontation, but I think it's pretty clear where we're heading.
It's Magnus a mile off.
What's Magnus a mile off?
If we knew that moon, we wouldn't be here.
Let me at once say that it has élan while avoiding éclat. Having said that, and I think it must be said, I am bound to ask, does this play know where it is going?
It seems open and shut to me, Moon. Magnus is not who he pretends to be, and he has his next victim marked down.
Does it, I repeat, declare its affiliations? There are moments, and I would not begrudge at this, where this play, if we can call it that, and I think on balance we can, aligns itself uncompromisingly on the side of life. Je suis, it seems to be saying. Ergo sum. But is that enough? I think we are entitled to ask. For what, in fact, is this play concerned with? I think here we are concerned with what I have referred to elsewhere as the nature of identity. I think we are entitled to ask, and here one is irresistibly reminded of Voltaire's cry, voila! I think we are entitled to ask, where is God?
Who?
God!
God?
I think we are entitled to ask.
Hello, the same later that evening? No, I'm sorry, there's no one of that name here. Black or white, my lady?
White, please.
Black or white, miss? White, please. Black or white, Major?
White, please.
Sugar, my lady?
Yes, please.
Sugar, miss?
Yes, please.
Sugar, Major?
Yes, please.
biscuit, my lady?
No, thank you.
The second act, however, fails to fulfill the promise.
If you ask me, there's something funny going on.
We interrupt our program for a special police message. The search for the dangerous madman who is on the loose in Essex has now narrowed to the immediate vicinity of the Muldoon Manor. Police are hampered by the deadly swamps and the fog, but believe that the madman had spent last night in a deserted cottage on the cliffs. The public is advised to stick together and to make sure that none of their number is missing. That is the end of the police message.
Where's Simon?
Who?
Simon. Have you seen him?
No.
Have you, Magnus?
No.
Oh.
Yes, there's something foreboding in the air. It's as if one of us.
Oh, Felicity, the house is locked up tight, and the police are practically on our doorstep.
I don't know, it's just a feeling.
It's only the fog.
Hound will never get through on a day like this.
Fog.
He means the inspector.
Is he bringing a dog?
Not that I know of.
Never get through the swamps. Yes, I'm afraid the madman can show his hand in safety now.
What was that?
It sounded like a cry of a gigantic hound.
Poor devil!
There it is again.
It's coming this way. It's right outside the door.
Inspector Hound.
Lady Muldoon!
Yes?
I came as soon as I could. Where shall I put my fogger and my swamp boots?
Mrs. Drudge can take them. Be prepared, as the force's motto has it. Eh, Inspector? How very resourceful.
Oh, it takes a bit more than weather to keep a policeman from his duty.
Oh, Inspector Hound, Felicity Cunningham, Major Magnus Muldoon.
Good evening.
Well, sorry.
Well,
No, do go on.
thank you. Now, tell me in your own words. Start from the beginning and don't leave anything out.
I beg your pardon.
Fear not, you're in safe hands now. I just hope you haven't touched anything.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I'm Inspector Hound.
Yes?
Well, what's it all about?
I really have no idea.
How did it begin?
What?
The thing.
What thing?
The trouble.
There wasn't been any trouble.
Didn't you phone the police?
No.
I didn't.
What for?
I see. Well, this puts me in a very difficult position. Well, I'll be getting along then.
I'm terribly sorry.
No, it's quite all right, quite all right.
Thank you so much for coming.
No, not at all. You never know. There could have been a more serious matter.
Drink?
More serious than that, even.
Drink before you go.
Oh, no thank you, no thank you.
Well, I do hope you find him.
Fine too, madam. Out with it!
I thought you were looking for a lunatic.
And what do you know about that?
It was on the radio.
Was it indeed? Well, that's what I'm here about, really. I didn't want to mention it because I didn't know what you knew. No point in causing unnecessary panic, even with a murder in our midst.
Murder, did you say?
Ah, so that was not on the radio.
Who has he murdered, Inspector?
Perhaps no one, yet. I just hope that we're in time.
You believe he's in our midst?
I do. Many of you have recently encountered a youngish, good-looking fellow in a smart suit, white shirt, hatless, well-spoken. Someone claiming to have just moved into the neighborhood. Someone who wants to receive just as sane as you arrived, and now's the time to speak.
Hi.
Don't interrupt.
Inspector.
Very well.
Felicity, don't.
Lady Cynthia, please. We're all in this together. I must ask you to put yourself completely into my hands.
I can't, Inspector. I love Albert.
I don't think you quite grasp my meaning.
Is one of us in danger, Inspector?
I don't know. But I have reason to believe that one of you is the real McCoy.
The real what?
William Herbert McCoy, who as a young boy meeting our madman in the street, solicited him for 6 pence for a cup of tea. Replied, why don't you do a decent day's work to shift the old bag of horse manure? Back in Canada all those many years ago. Our madman was a mere boy back then, but has thenceforth kept in his heart the promise of revenge. Is there something you've forgotten to tell me?
So the madman has struck.
Oh, it's horrible, horrible.
Yes, just as I feared. Now you see the sort of man you're protecting.
I can't believe it.
Cynthia, I'll have to tell you. Inspector, a stranger of that description has indeed appeared in our midst. Someone Gascon. Oh, he had charm, I'll give you that. And he took me in completely. I'm afraid I made a fool of myself for him. And so did Cynthia.
Where is he now?
He must be around the house. Never get away in these conditions.
You're right. Fear not, Lady Muldoon, I shall apprehend the man who killed your husband.
My husband?
Everything points to Gascon.
But who's that?
Your husband.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I tell you it's not.
Are you sure?
For goodness sakes.
Then who is it?
I don't know.
Anybody?
I've never seen him before.
Quite unlike anybody I've ever met.
Oh, I fear I made a dreadful mistake. Lady Muldoon, I do apologize.
But what are we going to do?
I know, I'll phone the police.
You are the police.
Thank God I'm here. Line's been cut.
You mean?
Yes, we're on our own. In grave danger.
You mean?
Yes, I do think he will strike again.
You mean?
Yes, one of us ordinary mortals thrown together by fate and cut off by the elements is the murderer. He must be found. Search the house.
Anyone about? Funny.
This is where Simon gets it.
What happened, Inspector?
He's dead. Simon Gascon, I presume. Rough justice even for a killer. Unless we presume this body cannot have been lying before Simon Gascon entered the room. Therefore, and there's your answer. And now the question is, who killed Simon Gascon? And why?
Why not?
Exactly. Good riddance.
Yes, it must be quite easy getting away with murder, provided one's motive is sufficiently inscrutable.
Fickle young pup. He was deceiving her. Right, left, and
Of
center.
course, I'd still have Puckeridge behind me.
She needs someone steadier, more mature.
I could, so could he.
Yes, I know of this very discreet hotel, run by a man of the world.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown.
Breakfast served in one's room, and no questions asked.
Does Puckeridge dream of me?
Oh. Hello? What's happened?
What do you make of it so far?
It is at this point that the play for me comes alive. The groundwork has been well and truly laid, and the author has taken the trouble to learn from the masters of the genre. He has created a real situation, and few will doubt his ability to resolve it with a startling denouement. Certainly, that is what itself lacks, but it has a beginning, a middle, and I have no doubt it will prove to have an end. For this, let us give thanks, and double thanks for a good, clean show, without a trace of smut. But perhaps all of this would be for nothing if it was not for a performance which I consider to be one of the summits of contemporary theater, in what is possibly the finest Cynthia since the war.
Upon closer examination, and I think close examination is the least tribute that this play deserves, I think we will find that under the austere framework of what is, on one level, a country house weekend, and what a useful symbol that is, I think we will find that the author has given us, yes, I will go so far, he has given us the human condition.
More talent in her little finger.
An uncanny ear that might have belonged to a Van Gogh.
A public scandal that the Queen has thus far neglected.
Faced as we are with such ubiquitous obliquity, it is hard indeed, and therefore I will not attempt to refrain from invoking the names of Kafka, Sartre, Shakespeare, St. Paul, Beckett, Burgett, Pinaro, Pirandello, Dante, and Dorothy L. Sayers.
A rattling good evening out. I was held.
Harder still. Harder still, if possible. Harder still, if possible to be. Neither do I find it easy. Dante and Dorothy L. say it. Harder still.
Hello? For God's sakes, Myrtle! I told you never to phone me at work! Last night? Why, I took her to dinner simply by way of keeping en fait with the... Myrtle, darling, I would never... No, she is not! Myrtle, I love you! Only you, darling! Oh, I can't. I'm not alone. Myrtle. Yes, all right. I love your little pink ears, and you're my own fluffy bunny boo. Now, for God's sakes, goodbye, Myrtle.
Alex! You!
Yes, hello again.
What are you doing here?
Well,
Honestly, darling, you really are extraordinary.
Yes, well, here I am.
You must have been desperate to see me. I mean, I'm flattered, but couldn't you wait till I got back?
About last night, perhaps,
What is it?
perhaps I got carried away, perhaps...
What are you trying to say?
I want to call it off.
I see.
The fact is, I have my reputation. People talk.
You don't have to say anymore.
And my wife, I don't know how she got to hear of it, but...
Of all the nerve!
Oh! I didn't mean for you to find out this way.
You, the lantern, coward!
I hope you know I meant those things I said. Shows brilliant promise, I'll say so.
Kill you for this, Simon Gascoigne.
Good God!
I have come to set up the card table, sir.
Cards? I can't stay for another card.
Lady Cynthia will be disappointed.
You mean she wants to meet me?
Oh yes, I just told you you're here, and it put you in quite a tizzy.
Yes. Quite a tizzy, you say? Yes, I'm a man not without a certain influence among those who reach the limelight. Yes. Quite a tizzy, you say?
Birdboot. Birdboot! What the hell are you doing?
Nothing!
Come back and sit down. Stop making an ass of yourself.
Oh, I know what you're thinking, but the fact is, I genuinely consider...
Darling!
Dear lady, may I say that I genuinely consider your performance to be one
Don't
of
say
the...
anything for a moment, just hold me.
Yes. Yes, all right. Let us throw off the hollow pretenses of the gimcrack codes we live by. Dear lady, from the first moment I saw you, I felt my life changing.
We can't go on meeting like this.
Cynthia, I'm not afraid to proclaim nightly my love for you, but fortunately that will not be necessary. I know of a very discreet hotel.
But darling, this is madness.
Yes, I'm mad with love for you.
Please, remember where we are.
Let them think what they like. I love you.
Don't! I love Albert.
Albert? He's dead, don't you understand me? He's dead.
No! I'll never give up hope. Let me go. We're not free.
You mean Myrtle? Cynthia, she means nothing to me. Why? She's all cocoa and blue nylon fur slippers. There's not a spark of creative genius in the whole neatly knickered body.
You're a cad, Simon. You will use me and cast me aside as you cast aside so many others.
No, Cynthia, now that I've found you, I'll never give you up.
Your root was so strong, so cruel.
Have you taken leave of your tiny mind?
Stop! Can't you see you're making a fool of yourself?
She's right.
You keep out of this!
Yes!
Oh.
What is it, Mrs. Drudge?
Should I close the window, my lady? The fog is beginning to roll off the sea.
Yes! You'd better.
Look, They've got your number.
I'll leave in my own time, thank you very much.
It's the finish of you, I suppose you know that.
I don't need your tuppeny, Grumsy prognostications. I have found something bigger and finer.
If only it were his.
And fetch the major down.
I believe I hear him coming down the stairs now.
Simon! Darling, say something.
That reckless bastard!
What's he doing here?
He just turned up.
Really? How do you like it here?
I couldn't take it night after night.
So, you're still here.
Of course he's still here. We're going to play cards. There's no need to introduce the two of you, as I recall now that you, Simon, met me through Felicity, our mutual friend.
Yes, Simon is an old friend.
Yes, well, I like to give young up-and-comers the benefits of my she-lacks technique as of yet.
Last night.
I'm not talking about last night.
Indeed. Felicity, you deal. Simon the sofa.
Did you see that, Moon? Tried to kill me, he did. I told you it was Magnus. Not that it is Magnus.
Who did it, you mean?
What?
You think it's not Magnus who did it?
Moon, it's obvious. He's after Cynthia, for one thing.
It's Gascon, isn't it?
Over my dead body it is!
If he comes between us.
Simon!
She needs me, Moon. I have to make up a 4.
Right. Who starts?
I do. I'll dummy for a no bid, rough and double on my holdings on South Queens.
Did I hear you say you saw Felicity last night, Simon?
Well, you see,
Pay 21s or trump my contract.
I'll trump your contract with 5W no trumps there, and I'll move West Rook of the Rebid, the banker up, on his second trick there.
Would you mind doing that again?
I will trump your contract with 5W no trumps there, and I'll move West Rook of the Rebid with the banker up on his second trick there.
And I call your bluff!
Well done, Simon.
Strange how Simon appeared in the neighborhood from nowhere. We know so little about him.
Right. Simon, it's your opening of the minor bid. Let's see. I think I'll overbid the spade convention with 2 dummy no trumps there, and take the king's gambit offered there.
Fate Volju, Reine Neva Plus, Roget Noir, 0.
Simon,
And I call your bluff!
I meld.
I huff.
I rough.
I bluff!
Twist.
Bust.
Check.
Snap!
How's that?
Not out.
Double top.
Bingo!
No, Simon, your luck's in tonight.
We shall see about that. The night is not over yet, Simon Gascon.
Double bluff! I've seen it 1,000 times. And I've seen you before too, haven't I? Strange. There's something about you.
Care for a spin around the rose garden, Cynthia?
No, Magnus, I must talk to Simon.
There's nothing for you there, I hope you know.
You think so?
Oh yes, I'm a man not without a certain influence among those who would reap the limelight. She's not about to throw me over for a heavily disguised cripple.
There's an old Canadian proverb.
Don't give me that. I tumbled to you right from the start. Oh yes, you chaps think you're so clever. The fact is, you always make your mistake. Incidentally, where was it I've seen you? I've definitely seen you.
Simon!
Well, I think I'll go and oil my gun.
Double bluff! I've seen it 1,000 times.
I think that Magnus suspects something. And Felicity. Simon, was there anything between you and Felicity?
Oh no, I just flattered her over a drink, told her she'd go far, that sort of thing. Dear me, the fuss that's been made over simple flirtation.
If I find that you have been untrue to me, and if I find that you have falsely seduced me for my dear husband Albert, I will kill you, Simon Gascon!
Birdboot, get a hold of yourself. Birdboot, Birdboot. Come back and sit down.
Oh, I know what you're thinking.
Birdboot.
The fact is, I love her.
Birdboot. Birdboot, think of your family, your friends, your high standing in the world of letters.
I shall resign my position, of course.
I say, Birdboot, what are you doing? Birdboot, stay away from him.
It's Higgs.
What?
It's Higgs.
Don't be silly.
I tell you, it's Higgs.
He's dead. But he must have been lying there all the time.
I don't understand.
What's he doing here? I was standing in tonight.
Who would want to kill Higgs?
So it's just me and Puckeridge.
Moon.
But I swear I swear I didn't.
Moon. My God. So that was it. Moon. Finally, I see it all. Moon. Now, finally, I see it all. Moon. Oh,
Birdboot.
Moon.
Oh my God! What happened, Inspector?
He's dead! That's a bit rough, isn't it? A bit extreme. I mean, I admit he had his faults. He was a fickle old... Who would do this and why?
To say that is without pace, point, focus, interest, drama, with or originality is to say simply, does not happen to be my cup of tea.
I'm sorry to be blunt, but there's no getting around it. It lacks pace. Complete ragbag.
Hysteria is no substitute for a clap.
Lacks salon.
Some of the cast seem to have given up acting altogether.
Failed to see the reason for the shower, filth, sexual illusion foisted onto an unexpected crowd.
Well, Inspector, is this your man?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
Simon.
Yes. Yes. Poor. Is this some kind of a joke?
If it is, Inspector, it's in very poor taste.
All right, I'm going to find out who did this. I want everyone to go to the positions they occupied when the shot was fired. No one will leave the room.
I believe we all have the opportunity to fire the shot, Inspector.
I am not.
But which one of us would want to?
Perhaps you, Major Magnus.
Why would I want to kill him?
Because he was on to you. Yes, he tumbled to you right from the start. And you shot him just before he was about to reveal that you killed this chap.
But what motive would there be for killing him? Who is this chap, Inspector?
I don't know. Quite unlike anyone I've ever met.
Inspector?
Yes. Yes. What is it, dear lady?
Happening to enter the room earlier this evening to close the window, I chanced to overhear a remark made by the deceased Simon Gascon to her ladyship, viz. I will kill anyone who comes between us.
Ah! So obviously this chap was killed by Simon.
But he didn't come between us.
And who then killed Simon?
Subsequent to that reporter remark, I also happened to be in earshot of a remark made by Lady Muldoon to the deceased to the effect, I will kill you, Simon Gascon. I hope you don't mind my mention.
Ah! No, don't be sorry. It is by these chance remarks that we in the force build up our complete picture before moving in to make the arrest. It will not be long now, I fancy. And I must warn you, Lady Muldoon, that anything you say...
Yes, I hated Simon Gascon, for he had me in his thrall. But I didn't kill him.
Prior to that, Inspector, I also chanced to overhear a remark made by Miss Cunningham, no doubt in the heat of the moment, but these things stuck in my mind as they sometimes do, viz. I will kill you for the Simon Gascon.
Ah! The final piece of the jigsaw! I believe I am now in a position to reveal the mystery. This man is, of course, McCoy, the young man who, as we heard, meeting Gaston in the street and being solicited for 6 pence for a toffee apple, smacked him across the ear with the cry, "How's that for a grudge to harbor, you sniffling little work-shy?" All those many years ago, Gaston bided his time, but he, of course, tracked McCoy down to this house, having, on the way, met in the neighborhood a young, ambitious girl from the provinces. He was charming, persuasive, told her I have no doubt she was going straight to the top. And she, flattered by his sophistication, taken in by his promises to see her all right on the night, gave in to his simple desires. Perhaps she loved him, We will never know. But in the very hour of her promised triumph, his eye fell on another. Yes, I refer to Lady Cynthia Muldoon. From the very moment he saw her, there was no other woman for him. He was in her spell, willing to sacrifice anything. Even you, Felicity Cunningham. It was only upon meeting him here tonight that you learned the truth. There was a bitter argument which ended with your promise to kill him. A promise which you carried out in this very room at your first opportunity. And I must warn you that anything you say...
But it doesn't make any sense!
Not at first glance, perhaps.
Could not McCoy have been killed by the same person who killed Simon?
But why should any of us want to kill a perfect stranger?
Perhaps he wasn't a stranger to one of us.
But Simon's the madman, isn't he?
We only have your word for that, Inspector. We only have your word for a lot of things. For instance, McCoy. Who is he? Is his name McCoy? Is there any truth to that fantastic and implausible tale of the insult inflicted in the Canadian streets so long ago? Or is there something else? Something behind all this? Suppose for a moment this madman, having killed this unknown stranger for private and inscrutable reasons of his own, having no time to dispose of the body, so having cut the telephone wires, he decided to return to the scene of the crime, masquerading as Police Inspector Hound.
But I'm not...
And we discover that in the house is a man, someone, Gascon, whom recognized the corpse as the man whom you'd held a deep-seated grudge.
I swear,
I put it to you. Are you the real Inspector Hound?
You know damn well that I'm not. What's this all about?
I thought as much.
I only dream. Sometimes I dream.
So it was you!
Madman, killer!
Oh, it's horrible, horrible!
Stranger not missed.
Yes, we had a shrewd suspicion he'd turn up here, and he walked right into the trap.
What trap?
I'm not the real Magnus Muldoon. It was a mere subterfuge. I now reveal myself out.
You mean?
Yes. I am the real Inspector Hound.
Puckeridge!
Stand where you are, or I shoot.
Puckeridge, you killed Higgs, and Birdboot tried to kill me.
Stop in the name of the law. I have waited a long time for this moment.
So you are the real Inspector Hound?
Not only that, I've been leading a double life, at least.
You mean?
Yes. It's been 10 long years, but don't you know me?
You mean?
Yes, it is I, Albert, who lost his memory and joined the police force, rising by merit to the rank of inspector. His path go left until fate passed him back, for the home he left behind. Back to his girl's bride, he left you so many years ago. In short, my darling, my memory is returned, and your long wait is over.
Oh, Albert!
Puckeridge, you cunning bastard!
For our second show, The Receptionist. That is the end of this message.
Oh no.
He spent all the phone, no money. Why didn't you work his feet again? That would be... So then what did you do? Northeast office. One moment. It's blend for you. What? It's blend for you. Oh.
Do you take that caller in?
Oh, no, Beverly, Bled, I'm sorry. She just stepped out of the office. Can I put you to her voicemail? Okay.
I was unsure he wasn't involved in anything at all, really. It made a mistake. He shouldn't have been there.
What do you mean?
I don't think he...
That's not our...
I know.
That's not our
I know
call to
that.
make.
I know that.
So
then we brought his wife in and worked on her in front of him.
Uh-huh.
But I was...
I don't like it when we have to do that.
But he refused. Still, he would not tell us the truth. I was... So I stopped.
What? Why did you stop?
I stopped.
Working on her?
On both of them. I didn't think he knew anything. He didn't know anything. I think someone maybe just didn't like him, you know? Someone or someone. And then today I find out that he hung himself last night.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's
Somehow they forgot to take his shoelaces. That's so stupid. Such a ridiculous oversight. And someone's going to be getting a very strongly worded email from me. I mean, it's all be easy to pass off as an accident because, you know, hung himself. Although it made me think it is surprising more people don't do it. I mean, there's so many little ways you can, so many little things you can get your hands on. I mean, all it really takes is the nerve. I mean, it's surprising, isn't it, when they do or when they don't.
You stopped?
I know.
Mr. Dart, Martin.
Mr. Raymond. Great.
Yes?
This is the man who's been waiting to see you.
I'm Martin Dart.
Nice to meet you.
I'm from the central office.
Oh.
I work with Jack Roberts.
Really, Beverly didn't tell me.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
I was pretty
Doesn't
sure.
matter.
I could have
Doesn't matter, Beverly. I know you from somewhere, don't I? Yeah, I met you at the 5K run last May.
Yeah, I ran that race.
That's why you look familiar.
It was a hard one.
It was.
It was a hard race.
A little bit hot, I think.
I think so.
A little bit hot for running.
It was.
A lot of people were dehydrated.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so give me a moment to finish something up in my office, and then I'll see you.
Okay, sure.
That's so strange. I could have sworn that I told him you were from the central office. Oh, didn't I, Lorraine?
I'm gonna go do some work.
Well, did you find the paper okay?
Oh yeah, that store on the corner. They have that bakery that sells those
Oh, those
pastries.
are so good.
Oh, they are so good.
Did you try the one with the pumpkin cream?
No, I had the strawberry berry thing. I had 2 of them.
Oh.
They were so good.
Martin, I'm ready to see you.
Oh, good.
What do I cost my voicemail, Beverly?
Okay.
Good job. Mr. Raymond!
Mr. Raymond!
Mr. Raymond, Edward, am I going to get your coat? It's cold outside.
Call my wife for me. Will you do that? Will you do that?
Mr. Raymond, I don't understand. doing here? You're early.
I had some...
You're never early.
My bus came on time.
What?
Yeah, I know. I ran and then I got to the bus stop and the bus came and I got right on. It was weird because normally I just run and I miss every time and oh no, Beverly's gonna give me that look again. She's gonna
What look?
This one.
I don't look at you like that. I never look at you like that.
You do every time.
I do not. I do this.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, or
don't do that one. Seriously, I don't like that one.
yeah.
There are a bunch of weirdos on the bus. I never noticed before.
I take the bus.
Yeah, but
You take the bus.
this lady had a plastic rain hat. You know, one of those, but it's not raining today. It's not going to rain today. The bus was fun and I got here early. What time is Miss Raymond supposed to come in?
Oh, he usually gets in about 9:15.
Oh,
You beat him.
he's going to be surprised. Oh, Glenn called me last night.
Did?
Yeah, at home.
Did you hang up on him?
No.
Oh, I would have been. Oh, no.
He was all, oh, it was great seeing you at the club yesterday. What were you doing there?
And did you tell him it was none of his business?
No.
Oh, I would have been. That is none of your business.
But I didn't want to, I just,
Well, how long did you talk to him for? How long?
about an hour?
An hour.
Maybe.
An hour? I'm going to have to teach you how to hang up.
Well, he just started talking and talked. And the whole time, all he talked about was himself. So finally, I said, Glenn, you are a total narcissist.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Good for you. Help.
I was shaking my head. Jeez.
And you're early. You're doing good.
I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing wrong. Because, well, I don't
You're
want
a good girl, Lorraine. And you're going to meet a good guy one of these days.
because I get it.
Good.
I appreciate you all listening to me. I mean, I know you think I'm crazy.
Well, I don't think you're crazy. I just don't think you
I
should.
know you don't even think I should look at him, but you're nice about it, and I appreciate it. Here, I want you to have this.
What? Why?
Because I appreciate you all listening to me. Plus, I'm killing it. Look at it, it's all sickly.
Well, it just needs a little water. It's dry.
See?
Really? Thank you.
Whatever happened to the teacup?
Bob, he makes me so mad. The teacup was beautiful.
Was it?
Yeah, well, we've been looking for one like it for some time now. And, you know, I got home last night, and he was standing there, so I was getting ready to let him have it. But he was standing there holding the teacup. And you really should see it. It's in mint condition. It's beautiful. The colors are... all of these calls are from Mr. Raymond's wife. He didn't go working today.
What?
No, it's...
Did he call you yesterday?
No.
He didn't call me either. He never went home. Did you call Mrs. Raymond yesterday?
I'm calling her now. It's their machine.
Tell her that...
Hi, Mrs. Raymond. This is Beverly from the office. Mr. Raymond left yesterday morning to go, I think, to the central office, and then didn't return in the afternoon. So try over there, maybe, and then please call me. You know, I'm gonna call Mindy.
Oh, no, don't.
Why not?
I don't think we should call Mindy.
Why not?
I just don't think we should.
What? Northeast office. Oh, hi, Sandra. No, he's not in right now. Can I put you to his voicemail? Okay. Why shouldn't we call Mindy?
Don't.
Why not?
Don't.
When someone goes to the central office, when someone is taken,
Like Mr. Raymond.
but he wasn't taken there, was he?
I think he was.
Why would they have taken him there?
I don't know.
Do you think they kept him there overnight?
He didn't go home, but I think he's in real trouble. It had to be something to do with that client he was talking about yesterday. Oh, do we know who he was?
Let me see. He met with him the day before yesterday, right?
Yeah,
He only had one appointment that day.
it had to be that guy. Because
Yeah.
the file's probably in Mr. Raymond's office.
Wait, Lorraine! Lorraine, you can't be in there when Mr. Raymond's not here. Northeast office? I'm sorry, but she's not available right now. Can I put you to her voicemail? Okay. Lorraine,
Do you have the key to the file cabinet?
You can't be
Do you
in
have the
office.
key? Do you have it?
Yes, but give it to me. Northeast office. How can I help you? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put you to her voicemail. Lorraine!
Found it.
Let's see what. No, here. Was there anything?
You know, there's nothing unusual about. This case looks so routine.
Well, then put it back.
The client was picked up because he was the brother of a. So, I don't see why Mr. Raymond would have thought that. There's nothing. You should have called Mr. Raymond's wife yesterday.
Why didn't you?
I thought you did. One of us should have. At least you would have had a choice.
Lorraine?
He would have told her, Beverly. He would have told her when something like this happens to someone you're involved with, you have two options. You can run, or you can sit there like a rabbit under a hedge and hope they pass you by. Most of the time they notice you sitting there.
I wonder what he did.
Maybe he was just tired. People get tired.
But he acted so strange.
He's probably just tired.
You know, I was wondering, and since he did do something, I'm glad that they.
We don't know that he did
No, he must have done something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have taken him to the central office.
What if he didn't do
No,
anything?
he must have done something.
What if-
Otherwise, they wouldn't have wanted to talk to him.
What if-
But no. He must have done something.
Thing is, Beverly, I kind of understand what he was. I mean, I've seen. Every now and again, someone will come in and this guy doesn't know anything. This guy, he didn't do anything. Sometimes I think they made a mistake. I mean, here I am breaking someone's. And this person might not even.
Lorraine, we have to find out what people are going to do before they do it.
I know.
We do.
I know.
We have to.
I know.
Terrible things happen when you're too trusting. Terrible
I know.
things.
It's just, if you can't trust anyone, how can you trust anyone?
People can get hurt. And it's our job to make sure that they don't. Your job.
I know.
That's your job.
I know. You're right.
You have a soft heart.
I'm just upset about Mr. Raymond.
Well, it's upsetting. Here, put the file back. There's still a chance he could come in and explain it all. The whole thing.
You're right. I shouldn't worry.
You have a soft heart.
I'm hungry.
Oh, well, didn't you have breakfast?
No, I was so surprised I was early.
Well, you have to have breakfast.
Yeah,
You can't get by without breakfast.
maybe I'm gonna run out and get a croissant.
Oh, well, will you bring me back a bagel?
Sure. What kind do you want?
Okay, go to that shop on the corner with the little smelly cheeses and bring me back a
Hold on, get me a pen. I'll give you your pen back, Beverly.
All right, here. Get me a sesame bagel with a smush, just a small smush of chive cream cheese, please.
Okay.
Here, let me just,
Oh, no, don't. You continue when I get back.
oh, okay. Well, don't you need your coat?
No, I'm just gonna run. I'll be right back.
Okay. But remember, just a small smush.
Okay.
Northeast office. Oh. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, good. Good. Okay, so see, I told you. And your father told you too. Good. I am so proud of you, Janie. Okay. Bye.
Hi, Beverly.
What? Oh. Hi.
Sorry. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. Fine.
I brought you one of those pastries.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Well, you didn't have to do that.
They have the pumpkin cream filling.
You're a devil.
Lorraine, I brought her one too.
Oh, she just ran out. She was going to get me a bagel, but I'm going to eat this instead.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just wait for her. I just wanted to,
Would you like a message?
Oh, no thanks. I'll just wait.
Oh, okay.
So, how's your daughter?
Oh, she's fine.
Everything worked out?
She's fine.
She calmed down?
She did. This is good.
I just need to have a quick talk with Lorraine.
Well, she'll be right back.
Oh, and I told my wife what you said about the whole pace thing.
What?
About my son and the pace and his preschool teacher.
Oh.
And about the apartment.
Oh.
My wife was really relieved.
Good. How is Mr. Raymond? Because, well, his wife left a number of messages. He didn't go home last night?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, where is he? Is he okay?
No, he's a piece of work, that one.
Northeast office? Oh, I'm sorry. She just stepped out. Can I put you to her voicemail? Oh, hi, Brenda. Oh, I know, right? Good for her. Yeah. Glenn, you are a total narcissist. Right? All right, so here's your voicemail. The phones have been rather quiet today.
Mr. Raymond did something very irregular.
Did?
How well do you know him?
Why?
Did he mention anything about a client he worked on about 2 days ago?
No.
He didn't mention anything?
Nothing unusual.
Oh, okay, because I just needed to, Aren't you going to answer that?
Well, Northeast office. Yes, his name is Mr. Raymond, but he's out of the office. Yes, okay, I'll put you to his voicemail.
Beverly, are you sure he didn't mention anything?
Are
you sure?
Well, he came in rather upset before you. I think he was tired. He looked tired.
Mr. Raymond did something very unusual. He stopped following protocol and we don't know why. When we tried to ask him why yesterday, he wasn't able to tell us why. Mr. Raymond wouldn't tell us what he knew.
Well, maybe he didn't know anything.
That's what he kept telling us. I don't know anything. But of course he did.
Maybe.
Of course he did. We need to find out what he knew.
I understand.
What kind of place is that?
What? Oh, Lorraine, I don't know. Lorraine just gave it to me. It'd been in her office for a while, but she was slowly killing it, so.
And she just gave it to you.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's in terrible condition. It's really nothing but.
Okay.
What? Mr. Dark, no, Mr. Dark, you cannot be in there when Lorraine is not there. No, Mr. Dark, I'm going to have to ask you.
She's not coming back.
She's coming back.
No, she's cleared out her desk.
What?
All her papers are gone, her notebook's gone, her date book's gone, her laptop's gone. I can't find it anywhere. Did you see her take it with her when she left?
She's coming back.
No, she's not.
She left her coat. She didn't take her coat.
How long ago did she leave?
5 minutes? 10 minutes? She's out in the cold without her coat.
Hi, it's Martin. I need you to have Jack do a search immediately on Lorraine Taylor. Yes, she ran. Yes, I am. She is. Mindy says hello.
Hello.
Beverly says hello. Okay. Okay.
You know, I thought she was coming back.
Well?
She told me she was coming back. She said she was just running out to get a croissant. Why would she have gone?
Maybe you could tell me. We'll find her.
Lorraine's a good girl. She wouldn't get mixed up in anything.
Yesterday you thought Mr. Raymond was a good and generous boss, but today?
Well, something must have happened.
Can I borrow this pen?
You can have it. I've known Lorraine for 2 years now. She would never. She would never.
Okay, Mrs. Wilkins, let's go.
What? Where?
I need you to come to the central office.
Go where? Why?
I just need to talk to you.
What? Me?
Yes, you. I need you to tell us what you know.
About what?
I need you to tell us what you know about Mr. Raymond and his activities. And about Miss Taylor.
No. Mr. Dart. No. Martin.
We all have to do our part.
No.
Mrs. Wilkins.
Beverly.
Mrs. Wilkins.
No. I don't know anything. You know I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
You've been working here for 2 years.
I don't know anything. I didn't.
How can I know you're not lying?
Well, I didn't.
How can I know that?
I'm not lying. Why would I lie? I answer the phones.
Beverly,
That's all
I'm
I
going
do.
to have to ask you to come with me, okay?
Well, you can let me go. I wouldn't say anything.
Let me tell you how this is going to happen. You're going to put on your coat. You're going to turn off that light on your desk. You're going to come and meet at the central office where you're going to sit down and answer a number of questions. And if you do, well then, okay. But if you don't,
well,
do you understand me, Mrs. Wilkins?
But
I know where to find your daughter, Jamie.
You could help me.
Beverly.
You could.
I'm going to have to ask you to gather your things.
But
I don't want to meet your daughter.
Well, I have to turn off the coffee pot.
Okay.
And I need to water that plant. It's dry. Well, who will answer the phone for
Maybe you
mine?
could leave a message.
That's a good idea. Hello. The Northeast office is closed for the day. If you know your party's extension, key it in now. Otherwise, leave a message and we'll return your call. Thank you.
Turn off the light on your desk. I'm sorry you're scared.
I'll let you guys get started.
Alright, so this card goes to a very, very important person. Thanks to it, we have a very, very beautiful set. Look at that. All those nice looking windows and glass and such. And without him, we would not have the fantastic set that we have today. So we'd like to thank Mr. Miller.
This is for the person who took time to paint our entire set and also painted that portrait right there. Her work is amazing. Mrs. Kidd.
This next gentleman has assisted Mr. Athas for many years, helping build the set, helping set up the set, and helping bring together this awesome experience for all of you. Now, we would like to thank Mr. Sandor!
Now you may be wondering, how did I get so beautiful, right? So we have a very special woman to thank for that, Miss Bauer. And today she didn't notice while she put on my vest that I hide cards in there. Miss Bauer, we would love to thank you. We all love you.
Now before we finish thanking everyone else, I'd like to thank my friend Alex Parrish for helping set up these next couple of gifts.
Stand up.
Okay, so next we'd like to thank somebody who has been an integral part of this production, especially off the set. She's been doing so much to help us get where we are today.
Mostly she can be found anywhere in the building running around like a headless chicken trying to get something done. She is our producer and she does so much for this show that most of us don't see. So we would like to thank Mrs. Meg.
Last, but certainly not least, our director, Mr. John Athas. Without him, trust me, we would have gotten this far. Personally, he's led me to experience things in theater that I never would have realized, and to sort of reach a threshold of acting that I never thought I could have. So thank you, Mr. Athas.
He's definitely the best director ever, and yeah, he's pretty much responsible for everything that we do on stage. You know, it gives us some interesting little notes to put in there, but
not horribly bad notes.
I would like to thank all the parents who have supported all of your students here for many years. I have a lot of seniors on stage. And just today we had freshman auditions, and several freshmen auditioned today, and they will be auditioning next Saturday as well, just like many of the seniors here today. And it's a privilege for me, really, to be able to have students who express interest in theater and who work very hard and make it possible for us to do the quality productions that we do. So I'm very gratified to be able to work with all of you, and I thank you for all your hard work, and I thank all the parents and everyone else. Thank you. Thank you. the minority report.
Yeah, the minority report was approved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all kind of centered around that kind of thing.
It is, and the thing about it is, it's not some, you know, you kind of one would like to think it's sort of a capsule of time, or this at one time was happening, but we know it's still happening.
Oh
It's
yeah,
kind of weird.
we all know it's still.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out what came first, you know. The minority, I can't remember when the minority report came out, although I just think it came out a couple of years ago. Because, you know,
5 years ago. I think the play would have been so
I know, another ending event, right? Yeah. You know what, though? Your son has so many good examples. Have you really been
There you go. That's what I told him.
Did you see the paper? Yes.
We can certainly find out.
Yeah, what they?
We can certainly, like, say, you know, when did the film come out? I would check the play.
Okay, that's true.
John, thank you for everything. I see my son grow and mature in your hands.
It was a good play for Jacob, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was much
2006. Was when it was first performed. It was more than Oldie, I think, for the 2007-2008 season.
So 2006, so that's 6-7 years ago. Really, I'd be curious.
It'd be very close to the same time as the Minority Report.
Yeah. There's something about a secret, something about
You're welcome.
I see you grow and mature in your hands.
Well, he can take a good beating, can't he?
Years of experience, trust me. I was mom and dad.
No, I mean, you know, it was a great play, I think, for everyone involved, but Jacob really understood, you know, he took well. Well, he took well the idea that he was the driving catalyst of the whole thing. I never told him that, but when he finally had an audience, he realized it.
City council there. That was like
It's a fine point flexor, I think.
It's a big bananas.
But then this week we did it. Yeah, what's this week?
Anything. I tell you, anything politics. Well, you never know how they're going to.
Well, we really broke that clock in a couple lives. Seems to be she's going to grow like river, she's going to fall in love. Jake thinks I recorded every minute of the last one. You need to see this.
Give me some highlights.
He stands up and they ask a question and they rotate around whose answers it, but they all have answers to the questions. So one of them is about his Worrell. He says, Jake stands up and he says, well, I can do that. He says, the deal was this is it. Not a bad regard, who kids play, not that true win. And I mean, the whole room goes,
It's very practical.
well, of course it is.
Yeah.
He always says,
Oh, no,
he has no brain, he has to answer to him.
Yeah, he has no lines.
I mean, years ago, back in, where was it? Back in West Texas. Yeah, Huntsville.
I'm a white man.
Jewish. when she was in Schwab. It's a Schmia. Or a Schmidge. She or a Smidge. You know, and I'm like, wow, where'd that come from? And what'd she say? A Schmush. I'm like,
Maria, I'm coming.
It's a sad day for me.
Oh, I know, but there'll be more. Not sad days, but better days.
There'll be more, there'll be good ones, and then we'll
I'm gonna miss you guys a lot.
I got over here.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Oh, it's fine. It's good.
You know, really, unless you really like to drive fast on the highway, it really would be faster to go West Highway.
I go this way. I go west on.
All I want to do is
My neighbors came here. And I forgot their
Thank you very much. Thank you. Lay don't cry.
Oh, Jack. I thought, like, Tori left when she was crying. I thought Sabrina was going to die on stage.
Sabrina said she was crying before she went on.
Oh, God. Yeah, I get that emotion.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really happen to me until I see other people crying.
Yeah, and then
That's okay. I put a pile of stuff that's
I guarantee you when Mr. Athas does this little thing, you're gonna get cry.
Yeah, okay.
Watch it. Just watch it.
I don't want to. I don't get started crying.
We can also have all the musical performances and play performances I've done since 97.
97 performances? Oh my God.
Well, I mean, there's
That's a long hour.
Yeah, that was long time.
Of course you have the Mountain Dew. Of course.
Of course, and Jack. Fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic job.
The lines are gorgeous.
Oh my God, that first one?
Hey, the first one I had, do you mean the blood?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The one with like,
Hey guys,
one
let's go
with like
change something
3
up
David
on
rolls.
Yes.
It was just monologue, every line. I was impressed.
Thank you. Of course.
Literally, Mr. Athas will let you sleep in his
Take my phone. And like David, I only had to do it for like 20 minutes. David did it for like 2 hours.
I do have a head.
You remember how many lines he said? He was the first one off book.
And he was, he was so stressed out.
Yes, I did.
I remember one day he came in and he's like, Mr. Athas, like he came in and he, like you saw it. He was exhausted. He just came in and he was like, we can see that.
Thank you.
Rick actually is going to be the
oh, Mr. Athas was
You should have had a demo.
I got a good capture. Probably still capturing.
Oh,
it is like,
thank you.
like out of all the actors I've ever seen,
Ties.
David,
They're all about crosses.